Hello, this is Danny Lee, OGT, custom creator. That is OGL Schmidt over there. OGL. Oh, I already said OGL. And we are going to be doing a song as we are mentored by Gary Goodman, the guru of all that is Hank Williams Jr.
The
And
amazing Gary Good.
yeah, I love that. I mean, this guy is just a encyclopedia of knowledge, and I dig that because Hank was my first and still one of my favorite singers ever. Artist. He's really kind of like a band and a singer, all in one. I mean, the man can play anything. So this is going to be a song called "Mind Your Own Business," and Gary gave us just a little bit of context, just a little bit. Hank Williams Sr. sang this song in 1949. It went to number 5. Jimmy Dean sang this song in 1964. It went to 35. And then Hank Williams Jr. done it in 86. And it went to number 1.
All right, so Mind Your Own Business was the culmination of a long time goal that Warner Brothers Records had for Hank Williams Jr. The label wanted an event record, one that would pair him with one or more big name performers and create some excitement simply because of the aggregate name value, which basically means the combination of big names on one record. When it happened with Mind Your Own Business, it was strictly an afterthought.
Hank Jr.'s legendary father had written the song and recorded it in Nashville's Castle Recording Studio, the city's only recording facility at that time, on March 1st, 1949, 3 months before his phenomenal June 11th debut on the Grand Ole Opry, which they fired him for. But anyway, that wasn't in the context. Hank Sr.'s record peaked at number 5 on the Billboard country chart later that summer. No one had planned to use the song when Hank Jr. began work on his Montana Café album in 1985. But during one of the sessions, he mentioned to the producer, Jim Ed Norman, "Hey, I kind of like this one. What do you think about this?" And Hank Jr. tore into "Mind Your Own Business."
After the entire song was recorded, they all realized that this was the main thing that Hank Jr. had been trying to veer away from for years, covering his dad's old songs. He had started his singing career in that fashion as a teenager and naturally wanted to break free of his iconic father's shadow and develop his own sound as an artist. Hank Jr. successfully did that without question, but occasionally he would venture back in time and do one of Hank Sr.'s classics. He scored big with 3 of them. Long Gone Lonesome Blues at the very beginning of his career, his first 5 chart placement in 1964. I'm sorry, his first top 5 chart placement in 1964. Caliga, number 12 in Calija, number 12 in 1980. I apologize, Gary. And his number 1 version of Honky Tonkin' in 1982. Although the new track of Mind Your Own Business sounded good enough, Norman thought it didn't have the hit-making potential to warrant a single release. It was then that Jim Ed suggested they turn the song into the event record that Warner Brothers had been asking for.
You get what you asked for sometimes. Collage is the song where he beats the drums, talking about the wooden Indian fell in love with the Choctaw maid over in Georgia store. All right, so Hank Jr. named some people that he would like to have join him on the record. 2 of them are real mind blowers. Reverend Ike, a black evangelist from New York, and rock singer and professional friend and personal friend of Hank Jr.'s, Tom Petty. The others made more sense. Willie Nelson, who has recorded at one time with everybody on the damn planet, of course. Not exactly how it's written, but that's what it says. And Reba McEntire. Reverend Ike was, needless to say, surprised by the request. He agreed to do the project, but begged off the verse that he was assigned to about preaching. Instead, Willie took that particular verse, recording it with Norman in Chicago's Universal Studio. Co-producer Barry Beckett traveled to the other parts of the country to record the other special guests. Reverend Ike at New York's Atlantic Studios, Reba McEntire at RMS in Las Vegas, and Tom Petty at Shiny Studios in North Hollywood.
Beckett says that Reverend Ike was the most fun to work with on the project, being particularly energetic on his lone verse. where he also loved what Petty did with his part, giving it a funky sound, as he put it. And Beckett proclaimed that he had never heard Reba in such high voice. Damn. The technicians effectively blended it all together for a seamless 5-voice recording of Mind Your Own Business, which reached #1 on December 27, 1986, marking Hank Williams Jr.'s 9th of his 10 chart toppers. It stayed at Billboard's summit for 2 weeks and helped propel the Montana Café album to gold status. To thank them for their assistance, Hank sent a gold record to each of his 4 special guests. It's a really cool gesture.
Love that. And we're probably not going to put an outro because this was a really long intro. So
yeah.
And I think I just cut him off after he says awesome at the end. But we go through the whole song. I'm not in it, but he goes through the whole song, and then he also replays the whole song after breaking it down part by part. So here it goes. Mind your own business because you won't be minding mine. Much love to everybody. That's the wrong stop button, OGL.
To the channel, everybody. I am OGL Schmidt. This is Custom Creator. We've got another amazing outlaw country reaction coming to you. And by amazing, I mean the song is amazing. Hopefully you'll enjoy the reaction as well. So we have the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Hank Williams Jr., but he's not going to be alone this time. He's brought some friends with him. And by friends, I'm talking about Willie Nelson, who I'm pretty sure has sung with just about everybody. I'm talking about Tom Petty. I'm talking about a fellow named Reverend Ike, who is a friend of Hank's. Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Custom Creator. I'm OGL Schmidt. We got another Outlaw Country reaction coming for you. Thank you for that intro, Danny, or you probably heard this. But Hank Williams Jr., Reba McEntire, Tom Petty, Reverend Ike. That is some star power, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to hear. And this is a 2.5-minute song. That is a lot of talent to squeeze into 2.5 minutes. So I am intrigued already. As you can tell, as I can barely talk coherently. But you know Hank can sing coherently. So let's do this, guys. Mind your own business. A lot of people could heed that advice.
If the wife and I are fussing, brother, that's all right. Cause me and that woman bought a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine.
Oh, the man at the apartment is a nosy thing. He comes to my door and it's a ring, ring, ring. Don't mind your own business. Hey, won't you mind your own business? Cause if you mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine.
Okay, I'm like 30 seconds in. I'm already pausing, but a lot happened in that 30 seconds. Hank's voice is unmistakable. When he comes in, he's in kind of comedy mode here. Even when he's in comedy mode, he's just got such that manly, badass voice about him. I love the theme of this song. Just if you mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. I'll go into that a little bit later. But yeah, Hank is legendary, and I think because of his legendary status, it's easy to sort of overlook what gave him that status, which is he is one of the most absurdly talented human beings I've ever seen. An amazing vocalist. Check out his cover of House of the Sun. If you don't believe me, just the raw vocal talent the man possesses is up there with anybody. You don't hear him mentioned, I don't think, in the list of all-time great singers, but he definitely deserves to be up there. Then Reba came in, and man, she was up there. My mother is a Reba McEntire fan, so I'm no stranger to her voice. It is every bit as distinct as Hank's. But yeah, she was up there in the stratosphere, and it was clear, and it was precise, and it still had that sass and that attitude. These two are an amazing couple. I also love the lyric, me and my lady got a license to fight. All right, so let's start from the beginning. And,
if the wife and I are fussing, brother, that's all right. Cause me and that woman bought a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine.
Oh, the man at the apartment is a nosy thing. He comes to my door and it's a ring, ring, ring. Don't mind your own business. Hey, won't you mind your own business? Cause if you mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine.
won't be mine and mine.
Sorry. I'll get to Tom Petty in a second. If the fellow after Tom was Reverend Ike, I'm guessing that, he's pretty much stealing the show. I love his energy. I love his attitude. Like when he's talking about mind your own business, he means that. Like you better mind your own business or he's going to thump you. I love how on one hand he extended a note with a big, nice, wide vibrato, and on the other hand he would just cut it off just like that. Yeah, Reverend Ike is amazing. Tom Petty's voice for me has always been kind of hard to. It's easy to pick out, but I don't listen to that much. Like I like Free Fallin', Don't Come Around Here No More, and him and Stevie Nicks did a great song called Stop Dragging My Heart Around, which unfortunately I can't hear without thinking of the Weird Al parody, Stop Dragging My Car Around. But basically, Tom's been around forever. He knows what he's doing. He seemed to be doing a lot of sliding with his voice, very similar, kind of a sarcastic tone to it. And almost forgot Last Dance with Mary Jane. How could I forget that as far as famous Tom Petty songs? But Tom has this very nasal cutting sound where he, which kind of bridges that, I guess, divide between rock and country singing. But as Danny is very fond of saying, and he's very correct, the divide between rock and country really isn't there. There really never was one. It's slight stylistic differences that make the genres, but the attitude is very similar. Like I can imagine somebody like Guns N' Roses doing a heavier version of a song like Mind Your Own Business. But also, I love the clean sound of the guitars on this. Like this has got a great groove, but the guitars, it's clean and it's very pure. I always call the sound twinkling because it feels like droplets of water or something. But yeah, it's as a 80s metal guy, used to like the wailing distortion and stuff like this. But as Danny has played me some of this old school country, you're really getting into how these clean guitar sounds just kind of wrap around a groove and enhance things. All right. I'm doing a lot of talking here for a 2.5-minute song, so let's keep going.
I got a little girl, wears her hair up high. Boys all quiver when she walk by. You better mind your own business. Yes, mind your own business. Yes, mind your own business, and you won't be minding mine. Minding other people's business seems to be high tone. I got all that I can do. I'm minding my own. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. Cause if you mind your business, you won't be minding mine.
I may tell a lot of stories that may not be true, but I can get to heaven just as easy as you. So won't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business? Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine.
Hey, if I want a honky-tonk around a 2 or 3, baby, that's my headache. Don't you worry about me. Just mind your own business. Mind your own business.
So Willie definitely has one of the most distinct voices out there. The minute he comes in, you know, yep, that is definitely Willie Nelson. The thing I guess that kind of surprises me about Willie's delivery is that it's always so laid back, no matter what the context. But it always works with whatever story he's telling. Like he just sort of sounds like he's just tired of dealing with it. Whereas like the Reverend is about to punch you in the face. Willie is just like, look, dude, just mind your business. I'm done. Like you just can't be bothered to get angry. And that's honestly not a bad philosophy to think. You don't really want to get too wound up. Been having technological problems and money problems and stuff. It's been a weird day, and I've gotten kind of wound up, and it really didn't do anybody any good. So, Willie's 90 and still going strong, so I think we could all learn from Willie. But I I do like the idea that even laid back, he can still sound somewhat defiant. And the last fellow, the one after Willie, was that the Reverend again? Because the distortion there sounded familiar. I don't know that instrumental section. That instrumental section was. I love the fiddle. Like there's like a cool squawk in there. That was like an extended technique. Fiddle's a really versatile instrument. You can do a lot of stuff with that. And the again, just the groove. See, in the back of my head, I'm trying to think of who that last vocalist is. That was Hank coming in. He just sounded a little bit different than he did in the original, in his entrance. So again, that's Hank. He can do whatever he wants vocally. But yeah, great instrumental section, great groove, and all of these singers are putting their stamps on this. This is what happens when you have all this talent involved. I would love to see these people involved in like a 10-minute big prog metal epic. That would be awesome. But I'm digging this 2.5 minutes of fantastic, defiant grooviness.
If the wife and not a fussing brother, that's all right. 'Cause me and that woman bought a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine.
Oh, the man at the apartment is a nosy thing. He comes to my door and it's a ring, ring, ring. Don't mind your own business. Hey, won't you mind your own business? 'Cause if you mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine.
That run Reba did. Damn.
Yeah, I got a little girl, wears her hair up high. Boys all quiver when she walks by. You better mind your own business. Yes, mind your own business. Yes, mind your own business, and you won't be minding mine. Minding other people's business seems to be high tone. I got all that I can do. I'm minding my own. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, you won't be minding mine.
I may tell a lot of stories that may not be true, but I can get to heaven just as easy as you. So won't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business? 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine.
Hey, if I want a honky tonk around a 2 or 3, baby, that's my headache. Don't you worry about me. Just mind your own business.
How did I not know that?
Mind your own business. Well, if you mind your business, you'll be busy all the time.
God, that was